So I thought this might be fun to try. Try and make a video with my cell phone. Have no idea if it's aimed right, but this is an 1896 Philadelphia Mint Morgan silver dollar, $1, old US 9% silver coin, G number 298. Winning bid on December 16th, US $31.31. Free standard shipping. See details from Aberdeen, North Carolina. Will arrive in Wichita, Kansas on December 20th. And then we're going to clean it. Let's take a look and see here. So we'll pull her up. Now, what do I think of this coin? This $31.31 coin. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to take a look at generally overall strike. Here's my pointer. We have strong dendrites and a strong rim on the sides. We are just a smidget. We are 10,000th of an inch off center on the bottom. Hanging down like always, but the stars are fully here, so we didn't get a full drop. And of course, we would expect we have a good thick rim with nice dendricles on the top. Barely enough room. Let's scoot that up a little. Let's zoom that in a little. Scoot it up. Barely. Let's zoom it in. There's barely enough room here between the dendricle and the edge reed. Barely enough, just a little bit to get that edge reed in here, see? It's a little off center, a lot of room here to get the edge reed. See the edge reeds? Edge reed is here, flat surface, dendricle. Here, it's like, well, let's see. Here, it's absolutely dendricle and probably has some reed problems on the side of this coin right here where there wasn't enough metal to get the reed in there, but you can't see that when you get this on eBay. But I know it's there. So, for detail wise, I see, of course, the sideburn, but I see a hair here and there and there. 3 hairs right above the ear. Another hair over the ear here. Another hair here, another hair here. Great detail in the hairs here. I mean, it makes me wonder if this is why would is that supposed to be in there? Why would the artist carve that hair like that? But these hairs are so detailed that you can pick the details out of the hair. But that's amazing to me. Wow. So, very little, most of this little scratches and stuff aren't even in the silver. They're in whatever's on top of this silver. Somebody probably tried to clean it off here, you can see in the field, but I don't know what's under this. So, definitely there are some places where this substance, this brown substance, could be protecting luster underneath it. Definitely could have some luster under that. So instead of having brown all around here, I would have luster all the way around here. And then instead of this being a white, it would be silver, and then all this brown that's outlining the face, that's going to turn into luster. And this surface out here is probably mirrored. I might be able to recover some luster in here if it's just smashed down. Because the smashing on this coin is minimal. I mean, look at these flowers. I can see the T's in these flowers, the stems, all the detail. I can practically see the little dotted, spotted tops on these. Let's see all the leaves. The Frisian cap here is a little bit lacking in details. But boy, I tell you what, look at this. We're not lacking in any details in this hair. There's a hair, 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 and there's a hair, and there, and there, and there, before we even get to her forehead. Oh, the word liberty is sharp. So, you know, I might see the dimple in the Frisian hat by the time I get done. Let's look at the other side. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't even know if the camera can see this, because I just turned it on and set it on I set it down. That's what I did. So this side, looking at the material on the rim, you know, it's pretty good all the way around. It's thin on the top and the bottom, but mostly it's thin down here, which would be, is that backwards? Barely, you know, there's almost barely enough here to get the reeds in, to get the edge reeds in. Barely enough material, so it's thin down here. How does that work? Is it the, we're looking at, see, so, all right, so what was, if the die is uneven, then you should get opposite. So it should be down here. This is, on the other side, the bad strikes here. On this side, the bad strikes here. So, because it's not level, or it's not centered, or, I think, maybe, I don't know, but I can see it's thin here, super thick here on both sides, great denticles, if that's what they're called, a weird little symbol right here. What is that? What is that? Do you see that? There's a straight line, curve, around, line up, dot in the middle, weird hook with a cross on it, with a little clover here, and then kind of a animal thing, head maybe, like somebody scratched a little design above the sea in America. The weirdest things that you see. How is this bird doing? See how the bird is? Holy cow, look at that. I can see a feather here, feather there, feather. Not so much feathers on this side. Just a little bit of flattening here. Just a little bit. This coin is so wonderfully not flattened. A lot of coins, you know, they've been in a roll, they've been hammered and hammered and hammered, and they just, the details flatten out. They don't lose silver, they're just flat. Happens all the time. So, really strong brim denticles here. Lots of room to put the edge reeds in. Got some smashed edge reeds right there, I'll bet. They're just barely. I mean, a little bit. Probably mint marks. See a couple little mint marks on there. But the top, although it is, you know, growing thin, it's growing thin. It's not as thick as the side. So I don't know, you know, that's kind of a weird, it's like when they made the rim. They made the rim first and then they put the image on it. And when they made the rim, it's kind of a weird rim, you know, to try and hit the middle of. Because this guy put that eagle right in the middle of it. So, and it's a little thin on this side down here. You can actually see, you know, the reeds here. How much room. They got quite a bit. It's got quite a bit. It looks bad, but there's quite a bit of material here. Not very much right there, but definitely not as much as here. Yeah, you know, let's look at the top again. Top looks better. Top is better. Lots more material. Of course, the camera's away from that angle, so I can't see the reeds, but I bet you they're pretty good. Man, I love the head on that bird. It's got a full collar, nice, beautiful collar going into feathers on the breast. Every feather is lined out with a full profile, not flattened. Toenails on the feet. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging this coin. I can't wait to clean this brown yuck off, because where it looks like somebody pooped on it right here, it might have like original surface under there. It's not going to be a great surface because it doesn't have a great strike over right here. But over here, got a good strike over here. So I might get me some luster. Call me Luster Hunter. All right. Peace out. Your T-Row.